everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Purple from Gaming here, and today we're playing some more btd6. So, you guys have wanted it for a while, and I didn't come up with a great idea, but I came up with something that I think might be pretty fun, so we're gonna do it. So we're doing chimps on skates here because I wanted to do, well, a map that I don't have a chimps medal for mostly. Basically, my main plan here is literally just 4th tier primary spam. That's basically the idea. Only primary. Primary, village, and we're gonna use Gwen because I didn't want to use Gwen. For whatever reason, I felt like that would be boring. But she's really, heated up and stuff, giving that lead pop power could be really, really important. We'll see. I might end up having to go for mid. We will see. But a lot of these upgrades can, or a lot of primary towers can pop leads. But of course, I'd probably prefer to combo with some ice, because Icicle is really good, Whirlman's pretty good, honestly, just very useful. So, yeah, to start off, I'm tempted to do tack shooter, because this seems like the perfect tack shooter ring, and I think I'm going to start with tack shooter. With even more tacks is enough, I think that should be as good. So preferably, obviously, hero is main priority, and then probably obviously, you want to rush primary mentoring if we can for the free tier 1 upgrades, but primary village in general are just super useful. It's just going to be really, really helpful. So, something tells me this can't survive straight to Gwendolyn, so I'm going to go for 202, because I believe that should take us to Gwendolyn. Yeah. How has your day been going today? My day's been pretty great, I gotta say. Nothing too bad, yeah, honestly, just been a really good day. I do have to admit, though, I have to head outside today because I haven't not been doing things, but I haven't gone inside, or I haven't gone outside in a couple days, which is not a good thing. So, gotta make sure I head outside today. That's important on my list of to-dos. Hopefully you guys, or at least, preferably going outside, doing something, but at the very least, keeping yourself active, whether it be just, I don't know, exercising in any way you can, going for a walk, something like that. As I'm sure you guys have heard a number of times, I do like my walks. I go on walks a lot, and I mention them. Well, a lot. But I've not gone on one in a little while, so always a good thing to do. Okay, that was looking a little tight, but just in time, we have our good old friend Gwendolyn, and now we're pretty much good for a while. So, there's no way we can go straight for primary mentoring, right? I really doubt it. Gwendolyn's good, but I don't know if I want to greed that hard. That might be a little bit risky. So my main plan for late game depends a little bit. If I'm going mid, then probably a lot of sharpshooters and overdrives, because they're really overpowered. If I'm planning on not going for mid, lots of bionic and turbocharged boomerangs with red hot rings, some bomb towers. Potentially hot shot spam is very strong. It's the idea at least. I'm not sure. I'm tempted to go for, I think, a bionic boomer and then go for the village. But we need the village. Not that we need to, we can always drop it out. But I prefer to get the village for camo. So we'll see. I think I'm going to save for the village now. See how long I can go. I'm perfectly happy dropping like a 022 boomerang if I need to. And I probably will, but we will have to wait and see on that. Totally just realized we don't even need camera detection. We have, what I'm going to use right now, our very good friend Gwendolyn Cocktail, but that does mean that we definitely want to go for... Are we dead? Okay, I'm going to do that exact same thing, except drop that boomerang a little bit earlier. I'll see you then. Okay, I have to admit just how ridiculous this is. This is a 202 hack shooter, and it just swallowed most of round 27. I'm actually pretty nervous for okay, Boney effect, that's gonna be nice. I'm a little nervous for round 28 here. I'm gonna use the ability, because our tack shooter, even though we spent like no money on her, or on it, well, it's been a very good defense for us. It's a big part of our defense. So let's go for radar scanner now. I'm honestly tempted to, I think I'm gonna go for bionic boomerang, because without bionic boomerang, really will not be in the best position. Once we get bionic boomerang up, we should be good for our defense to, at the very least, go for primary training, because that'll be a big buff. Preferably, that was really tight. exactly where I need a Bionic Boomerang. Preferably, as I was going to say, is we'll be able to go straight for primary mentoring to get those free tier 1 upgrades. Honestly, no idea how much it'll matter in the long run, but want to be careful. Better to be safe than sorry. But around 33, we have our Camo Village. We have nothing to worry about. So honestly, I think now that we have Bionic Boomerang, I think we can probably go straight for primary training at the very least. Probably primary mentoring. Okay, I think I changed my mind. I'm definitely not going for primary mentoring, because we will definitely not have enough money at that point to survive for 40, or to beat round 40. But primary mentoring, good. Very good buff. I kind of want to go for a Corrosive Cluster into primary mentoring, because that would do really good against just general Bloom Pop power, but also specifically with cleaning up those ceramics would be super nice. Obviously, having Gwendolyn continue to level up is being very helpful. But we should be able to get the Corrosive Cluster by around 39 even, which should be us good. Ceramics. Not bad. Okay, so yeah, I think the Corrosive Cluster is still a good call, though. Just give us that little bit extra popping power for round 40. But if we can beat round 40, we're probably going to be good to go for primary mentoring. At which point afterwards, I'll probably go for a Corrosive Cluster and probably an Overdrive. Overdrive's probably a good idea. Fortunately, probably not within the range of Gwendolyn at least yet, if we put it there. Okay, round 40. It is popped. Use the ability. Okay, that worked pretty well. I mean, I didn't expect that to go badly by any means, but that still went pretty well. So hopefully we'll be good for a while, probably up until around 50. I think my plan, yeah, like I said, we'll Corrosive Cluster and probably go for an Overdrive. Though I wouldn't mind going for a Turbocharge just to have the ability in case any particular round is a real challenge. Okay, we have our Overdrive up here now. This is a really good defense. I'm not sure if it can, but honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing if we can save for primary expertise. So, in case you're wondering, since the rules weren't very clear, we're not going to be going for any primary 5th tiers. We're going to be using primary only, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to go for primary expertise, because it gives free tier 2 upgrades, which is pretty nice. A big one is it actually adds more Pierce as well, which is going to be helpful. But mostly it's just the Trebuchet. But I feel like if I'm going to be using primary spam, I just have to use a primary expertise. Like, there's just no excuse not to. And, it's just really, really powerful too. And, it's just going to help overall. So hopefully we'll be able to go for that. 49's good. I think the Overdrive and Recursive Cluster, plus the general levels on Gwendolyn, should make us fine for round 50. Because at this rate, we'll probably have primary expertise before round 60, maybe for like 59, 58. So let's see how 50 goes. How's our moral damage now? A lot better. Without the ability, we're good. Okay, so that's a good sign. 17k away. I'm thinking we can probably get primary mentoring or primary expertise probably a bit after, maybe by the end of round 55 if we're lucky. Which will be very good. Round 55, how are we looking? We're very close now to level 10 Gwendolyn, less than 9k away from primary expertise. Definitely not going to get it by the end of this round, even though it does give you a lot of money. But for round 60, we'll definitely have it. I really do, I think I stand by with my prediction of round 59. Maybe end of 59, but we'll see. We'll probably have it. Level 10, that's going to be nice. Level 11, obviously, in range isn't usually a big deal, but it's hard to tell. See, the heated up buff, its radius is smaller originally, but eventually becomes bigger than its range, so I'm hoping that eventually it might reach the tack shooter, but I don't know how likely that is. Still a little nervous for these rounds. 57 not looking all that easy. Gonna drop Gwen 3 just in case. 58, yeah, no, we're fine. And we're getting ever closer to our primary expertise. Probably by the end of next round. So we might get it earlier, maybe mid next round. Since 59 is quite a long one, though I guess so is this one, just very much so repeating itself. Ceramic, ceramics, Moab. Ceramic, ceramic, Moab. On and on and on. But yeah, 1,000 away. We're going to get primary expertise and then we're going to be fine. So this isn't the greatest spot for it, but I think it's pretty decent. And we have it, and honestly, we shouldn't have any issues now. Yeah, I'm going to continue to spam. 63 could be a bit nerve-wracking, but I honestly don't see us having really any problems, at least not anytime soon. Wow. Did you... Oh, what am I even saying? I'm like, oh, we're going to have issues with 63, right? It's a primary expertise. It has 100 Pierce and a one-shot ceramics. What am I thinking? Honestly, our only issue would be Space Moabs, which aren't going to come out until forever. Like, these fortified Moabs were good. Honestly, no issues anytime soon. And that's pretty good. I think... Yeah, I don't think there'll be any issues anytime soon. One thing I just realized we definitely want to go for is a jungle drums, also just the general village increase for our village's range. Because it's actually pretty tiny on its own. It's actually one of those towers that, especially if you want to take advantage of its range, you might want to outbuff it. Obviously, no alchemists around this time, but in general, or in future, I suppose, that would be pretty nice. So it's a little early, but just in large part, so I don't forget. It's so cheap, by the way. Blue spat or free. I'm gonna go for more blue. Blue hose will probably come later because I want to get the 032 cross path, but obviously that's not really good until post 80. Not that we're gonna have any issues up until 80, I don't think, but you know, want to be extra careful. I've gained quite a bit of knowledge, but I'm still not a master. The main thing setting me back is my reflexes aren't that good for this game. In part because, you know, I'm playing it on mobile. It's a lot harder to make fast, quick decisions and stuff. But also in part just not very fast thinker. Well, that's not true. I'm not a very fast thinker when it comes to stuff like this. Anyways, gonna go for our blue hose now. I guess a bit early, only around 79. You know what? I don't know what we should go for now. I'm just trying to stay clear of ice towers because so many of our towers, and by so many I mean overdrives and crossbow sharpshooters, at least without the Gwendolyn buff, can't actually pop frozen balloons. Though it would be very, very powerful right now. Like, it would come in handy a lot. Let's go for one more Bionic Boomer. On to round 80, that's pretty nice. I'm actually gonna go for turbochargers. Because why not is the main reason, honestly. I don't really know what else we really need at this point. Like, there really isn't anything. We'll get another sharpshooter. Like, that's the wonderful thing about when you're just spamming towers. You're just like, let's go. We need some more ceramic DPS. We need some more Moab pop power. You just pick and then place the tower. One thing, I've been so dumb here. Okay, please. Please let me fit one. Was I really this stupid? Okay, I might have been really stupid here. If you don't know what I missed, I can freeze the water. This is like, I'm so stupid. Can we really not get in range of the primary village anywhere? Here, please, no. No, just somewhere, please. Yeah, too, because, like, I can get some very, very good primary, some very, very good tack shooter placements. Honestly, things I don't even want an ice tower, but, like, this, it's honestly a very hard decision at this point. Obviously, there's no good place, so I could place one like here, which I've now done. Did not exactly mean to do that, but too late to turn back now. So I'm actually going to place another ice tower here, and this one's actually going to be useful, because this one will actually have pretty good range. And sure, why not? 2 snowstorms, just cuz. It'll never hurt to have extra ice. Well, no, it totally can. Hopefully it won't hurt too much to have these. It'll be a nice ability, I guess. Maybe. Help out with some DETs. But we are actually the main reason... What am I saying this is? Nah, this is still a pretty good tech. No, not really. More range in general. Just spam some boomerangs or something. Round 85, by the way, you can tell I really don't have to pay all that much attention right now. Everything's sort of just working out how it should. No real issues there. If you're wondering, by the way, why I'm trying to focus on these, it's because I really want towers that will have lead pop power because I'm a little nervous for DTs. Snowstorms will actually be very nice and will be sure to come in handy against DTs, but it's hard to tell. I could go for some Moab presses, but they're not the best, and they sort of fall off late game. They're pretty good still. I'm not going to go for many, but I think, going to go for just a couple more presses. Maybe 2 more if I can fit them. To have 3 more presses just as a nice backup. It's getting to look quite crazy here. Level 16, level 17 is going to be a big one for Gwendolyn. So yeah, most of our towers aren't in range, but luckily we always have a little fire canister if we really have any issues. We are definitely running out of village placements though. So let's see, can we fit more boomerangs? Yes, we can fit 1 here. 1 here. Oh, just down the range there. So 1 here, and how many more can we fit? Just 1? We might be able to, I think we can get away with 2 more towers. So we're going to go for 2 more presses. And then we'll probably go for, what should our last tower be? What do you guys think? I'm honestly tempted to go for a sharpshooter just cuz. Though it could be nice to have, since all our recursive clusters are focused at the front, could be nice to have a recursive cluster back here. I think that's actually what I'm going to go for. 1 more recursive cluster. And then we, unfortunately, might be on a village range, which is a bit of a disappointment. At which point, I'm probably going to go for another primary mentoring up front, because it's still a pretty decent spot. There is still the loop. Obviously, I do love how this defense looks. I'm sure it's going to come out with an amazing thumbnail, which is always a nice bonus. You know. How was your day? I feel like I already said this, but at the same time, I feel like I might have forgotten. Today's Thursday. I know I didn't say that yet. Thursdays are pretty great. There's usually more excitement. For whatever reason, I've been more... I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but I've been a lot more tired lately. I guess, I don't know, maybe I've been playing too much video games or something, or who knows. But I've been more tired lately, which isn't always a good thing. In fact, is usually not a good thing. And, yeah, it's just making me feel a little less excited for things. Obviously, still excited, but a little less so than normal. And, yeah, it's just... like, there's not as much excitement, oh, tomorrow's Friday, then the weekend, oh yeah, crazy weekend. It'll still be fun, I'm sure I'll be, honestly, I'm saying this now, I'm sure tomorrow when you see me again, I will be very, very, very excited, will not be. Honestly, I'd be a bit disappointed if I wasn't excited tomorrow, but we have to wait and see. Are you like me, and did you just completely ignore the fact that we're on round 92? Around 92, and I haven't even been paying attention. I've just been like, okay, boomerang can fit here, I can fit a bomb tower there, not even paying attention whatsoever to the fact that there's, like, the balloons are just getting annihilated, and, you know, whatever, no biggie. Not to mention DTs ran by and didn't even see those, that's a good sign. 93, that's right, primary expertise is really good DT pop power. I forgot about that. And for 95, if I really needed to, just drop the Gwen's level 10 and we're golden. Not to mention, I have 3 and working on 2 more of these turbochargers, which have lead and camo. I mean, honestly, plus we have the 2 snowstorm abilities. I can't honestly, the only thing I can see maybe us struggling to is round 98. Maybe the bad balloon, probably not the bad balloon, 98 really. Well, let's see, this is 94. It goes this round, then 96 will be hard, the 98 will be the hardest. So let's see. This round, any issues? No, not at all. One thing that I actually really like is our primary expertise is really good super ceramic pop power, which is good, because I'm usually not very good with my ceramic pop power, and it's pretty nice to have this. So one thing, if you wanted to replicate this map on, or this strategy on a harder map, since obviously this is a pretty easy map, basically anything goes, which is a big part of the reason why I wanted to do it on this map, so I wouldn't have to worry about, oh, I have to be pixel perfect with my placement and all that crazy stuff. 95, by the way, that's interesting. Any more tower placement? No, doesn't look like it. I say as I then find a bunch more tower placements. Let's see, how's 95 looking? If we struggle, I will use Gwendolyn 10. Okay, we're struggling a little bit. Drop 2 of these. 3. 4. I have no idea how much longer this round is. Please end soon. 5. So I used all of my turbocharges. I did not save those very well, but we'll be fine. I say as I'm now very, very nervous because we're going into one of the hardest rounds. Ooh, let's go for another boomerang, because I love my boomerangs, obviously. Let's go for one more press here, actually, because this is actually at the end of the map. Obviously, they have pretty ridiculous range. They actually can see the end, but let's go for one more heal. Anyways, as I was saying, if you want to replicate this on a harder map, it's not that hard of a thing to do, honestly. As long as the map has a good, like, center spot. You want a map that has sort of like this, an area where the balloons either maybe loop around twice or just they stay in the general area, so your towers with their pretty huge range will just be able to pop everything. And then you're honestly fine if you have that. Round 96, by the way. Yeah, they're not even making it close, honestly. Not even making it close. Did I see a placement for a boomerang somewhere in the middle? Or are my eyes deceiving me? And by eyes, I mean the massive explosions. By the way, I know it's from Halloween, it's old and stuff, and I'm sure you've seen it already, but I love the pumpkin bombs. They're just, like, they're so nice. Personally, I am really glad that they didn't do monkey skins. Monkey skins are cool, but it would have taken them forever, and they would have barely gotten any out. And I feel like I would have just ended up disappointed, which is not a good thing to be. You don't want to be disappointed, obviously. Did I... One more boomerang. Just cuz. And we're good. This is Armada 97. No problem, I don't think. Yeah. Just sitting back. Gwendolyn will be level 20. Probably not for 98, but probably for 99, which... Will it help? No, probably not, but whatever. Never gonna say no to this. Tack shooter over here. Attack, my friend. You've been very useful. 27,000 pops from a 202 tack shooter. That is a lot of damage. That's that's more than a fourth of Gwendolyn's, which may not sound like much, but Gwendolyn's a hero, being supported by a village. This tack shooter is just on its own, getting 27,000 pops. That's ridiculous. Round 98, all of our abilities are up because, I haven't even had to bother using any of them. 95, I was scared and used them, but honestly, did I really need to? Probably not. Just one last thing while we're here, nearing the end. So this is btd6. Lots of you have asked for it. I just want to say this to make sure your hopes don't get crushed or anything. I'm not planning on doing this every day. This is not going to be as common as Bloons Adventure Time, or I guess if you like Bloons Adventure Time, it's a good thing. I will probably not be playing this game as much as Bloons Adventure Time, or probably not many games, honestly. But every once in a while, I'm in the mood to play this game. I have some good idea, and I just feel like playing, honestly. So, I do. That's basically what happened. This is looking a little bit scarier. We're going to drop some abilities, and by some I mean 2. Because that's all we need to use. Or 3. Yeah, 3, 4, same thing. Level 20 Gwendolyn, that's nice. On round 99. A little nervous here, but I'm just going to drop Gwen 10 and probably demolish everything. So, let's say now. The ability lasts a little while. We're going to use the last 3 of these. And that was way closer than I thought it would have been. And I must admit, that scares me a lot. A lot. Yeah, that's really scary. I'm a little nervous of this round, honestly. 90 or 100 is actually one of the more terrifying rounds of this because our Moab pop power, it's good, but our single target DPS is not all that insane. I'm now going to spam all of these because it's time for all of them, quite simply. We'll have level 10 for DTs, even though the Baboon's going to pop any second now by the looks of it. Except all of these abilities just simultaneously ran out. Honestly, with luck, the DTs will be a little while and have all of these back up again. But let's see. Any minute now, hopefully, the Baboon's going to pop. I think that was important. These have actually come in decent handy. Not sure how useful they've been, but pretty handy. Our Mower Press is going to be nice with the ZMGs. By the time they actually get down here, we're going to have all 6 of these to use. Plus, honestly, at this rate, probably level 10 ability. But Mower Press is going to be nice. Stalling them to the ZMGs are a little bit weaker. Obviously, our global range primary expertise here, sitting with a pretty nice 750,000 pops. That's pretty good. We have a lot of money here, though, so I'm just going to quickly overdrive, spam all of those, and we win. Monkey Star, no, not Monkey Star. What was a Monkey Star? Of course, primary expertise. What did I expect? Fired up, 8,649 surround influence popped. And that's my Chimps badge, because I haven't gone Chimps on this map yet, which is nice. Thank you all for watching. Please consider giving the video a like if you enjoyed, subscribing to join the Purple Elephant Squad. It makes my day, it's super nice, and I really do appreciate it. Have an incredible day. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye!